Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from whatever time zone you may be in. This is Off the Grid Podcast with Aiden and Jared.
Gaining unauthorized access to the truth.
Alright, so we're going to continue into the difference in life in South Korea versus North Korea. We already, just briefly.
Yeah, that was part one.
That was part one. We talked about just, why they split and all the conflicts and stuff leading up to it.
Just history.
Yep, now we're going to actually get into what it is like to live in South Korea and North Korea.
This is important because it's just important. So this is part two, guys. So if you haven't
part
seen
two,
part two, see part one.
Yep.
So, alright, let's get into it.
Alright, so South Korea has a lot of foreigners, surprisingly. You think
Well,
a lot...
that's not surprising, actually, because...
you think of a lot of, like, when you think of China and you think of Japan, you think of it's just Japanese or Chinese people in those countries.
Well, we're not Japan, because Japan is... I mean, we want to go to Japan, so I mean...
Well, I know, but we're visitors. We're not moving there, you know what I mean? And
not yet.
not
yet.
I'm not moving to Japan.
Okay.
Anyways, so you tend to think of, okay, well, there's just Chinese people in China, and and then when you think of the U.S., you think of
there's only American.
You just think of Americans. Like I don't know exactly what other countries think about us. I mean, I guess we'd have to be living in another country like Britain to find out.
Oh God, Britain. But yeah, I mean, dude, you're absolutely right. There's a reason why America's called a melting pot.
Actually, they call it a tossed salad now.
Really?
Yeah.
Who called it that?
Though they changed it because that's not politically correct, so they're gonna say.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
It's a tossed salad.
Oh my God! Are you serious? When did this happen?
Well, a couple years back, I think they changed it.
Who the hell did this dumb decision?
I don't know.
Please don't tell me it was the SJWs.
No, I know it wasn't me.
That's a tossed salad?
Tossed salad, yep.
What the hell? That is awesome.
Okay, so...
Oh, round of applause to you guys.
Whoever came up with that.
We don't want to use the word melting pot.
I'm gonna use bowl of Lucky Charms. Anyways,
oh my God, it's too politically incorrect. Well, screw you. Okay, just shut up.
All right. So, anyways,
we're done with that now.
All right. So, anyways, South Korea has a lot of foreigners and people wanting to move into the country
for obvious reasons. Because it's cool.
It's attractive to the outsiders. They see it as a country that they might want to move to. And just like how me and Aiden want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
So we see all like
the gaming capital
of the world. We see there's Nintendo, there's Sony.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, it'd be amazing.
Like, okay, we want to go to their headquarters.
And plus the freaking just the city looks amazing, you know?
I want to go like shopping.
Oh my God, dude, yes. And I can meet some women there. I'm just kidding. Meet some Japanese women. Go to a Japanese wave.
Where's Aiden at? Oh, he's at the bar.
Go to a Japanese wave, that'd be awesome. I'll just take over the stage for my stuff. Get out of the way. I'm actually DJing now, so go.
So foreigners tend to look at South Korea as a place that would be attractive to live in.
Yep.
They see that K-pop and K-drama comes from this country, and some people tend to think that life in South Korea is what is depicted in the music videos and dramas.
I got it on K-pop, Psy, freaking Gangnam Style.
Yep. I don't know if he's technically considered, because a lot of the K-pop is has boy bands and girl bands. I don't know. I maybe he falls under that category, but I don't know.
The one that I do love,
is
that Korean crowds and concerts are so energetic. I freaking love it. I freaking love it, dude. They jump all, and it's so awesome. I'd love to be part of a Korean wave because they're so energetic. I'd freaking love it, dude. It'd be awesome.
Me personally, I don't know if I would want to go to South Korea.
Why?
I don't know.
Dude,
maybe
they got freaking robots roaming the streets.
Okay,
and you say you don't want to go?
Maybe we should maybe go to that airport specifically where the robots are at.
And no, dude, the whole city has it, dude. Seoul.
Oh,
they have. Listen to this.
We'll get into it though.
Listen to this. When Samsung releases a new phone, guess which country gets it first?
South Korea.
Exactly. Wait, so that means they were the first country to have the phones explode.
Yeah, well, they're the test subjects, I guess.
Oh my God, the little lab rats.
All right, so
I'm just kidding.
For the people who already live in the country, many of them want to leave to go visit other countries. Just like the rest of us.
Just like any other sane person.
I mean, any other person. I mean, there's some people that are like, no, I want to stay in my own country, but then there's other people that are like, I want to go visit, Europe,
Japan.
and I want to go visit Germany and England and all this.
Yeah.
Well, they're just the same as anyone else.
Yeah.
And if you ask South Koreans how they feel about their country, then they might say it is a living hell, like we said in part 1.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting considering all of their technological advancements.
Achievements and how they live. They live like...
They have a high quality of living.
Dude.
They're actually on the...
They're on the higher side of living.
Yeah, they're like on like one of the highest quality of living in any other country.
They make... Okay, how much does the U.S. make a year for people? What is it like?
I don't know. I don't have the numbers.
What is
me,
it like? I think it's like 20,000 a year. They make 32,000 a year.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
definitely
holy
a
crap.
big average jump.
Yeah, jeez. But I don't understand. Like I said in the last part, all you have to do is look across the border to see how stupid your statement sounds when you say that you live in a living hell. You know, all you have to do is look across the border and see that okay, we don't. Even though we may have long work hours, we don't. You know.
I mean, change needs to happen from within.
Yeah.
If you really, the country needs to change as a whole if you don't want to be working that much.
Yeah, if you really feel like that, then you have the you guys are a democracy. You have the power to change it. Do it.
It seems like these people don't have the time to relax. These people need to actually sit back and relax. Like other countries, like the U.S., we actually have something called leisure time.
Yep, we have laws that say you can't work past the amount because it would be considered like not slavery, but like a form of it, I guess. Because you're like slaving away, you know? You're freaking slaving away.
And so, but South Korea, I was looking at this called the Korea Herald.
Which is the best place to get it.
Yeah, because this is like more of a first form of information we should get, like a first source.
Now, I don't know if we're going to read the whole article, but...
Yeah, I'm just going to glance over some of the important things.
What caught my eye, do you want me to say this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
What caught my eye is South Koreans say stiff competition, an uneven playing field, and lack of social protection. I don't really get the social protection thing, but drive them to seek to move. I understand the stiff competition and uneven playing field. They're obviously referring to the economics, right?
Yeah.
Uneven playing field. Other companies, they have way too much competition. Now, okay.
Usually competition is a good thing.
Yeah. You don't want a monopoly, but too much competition is not good because it can't keep up.
Right.
So, Joe, what does the rest of this article say?
So, so this kind of goes over like kind of what we were saying about like the K-pop and all that. So it says South Korea dazzles the world with exports of sensational K-pop music, cutting-edge smartphones and cars.
Oh yeah, their cars are insane, let me tell you.
But inside the country, some people are seeking to flee what they call a living hell and restart their lives elsewhere. And many South Koreans who have since their early years faced constant competition to get accepted into prestigious university.
Oh, that's what it is.
Into a prestigious university, secure a well-paid job, and then get a promotion at work. Say they have had enough.
They've had enough of being on the top? Like, seriously? They've had enough of beating out their friends
here's
who
the
don't
thing.
do anything? And...
Aiden, think about it, okay? Remember in school, I remember we're in high school, okay?
Yeah.
Do you know how much they pounded it into our heads saying, you need to go to college, you need to do that? Like, they basically said every semester, they said that you need to go to college.
Well,
I mean...
I didn't listen to it. I mean, my teachers were graceful enough to actually realize the reality of some people aren't going to go to college. So that's,
I know,
that's
but
Aiden,
we all went to those assemblies.
That is what Lake said, yeah.
Lake
had been pounding that into our heads, yeah.
Harold, Principal Harold.
Oh my God.
We talked. We went to an assembly, and you know what? He rattles.
Do you want to see real stress Harold? Go to freaking South Korea. Like, seriously.
Yeah, but he rattles on about talking about how we should be going to college and getting an education elsewhere. They pounded into our heads to do that.
We've had 14 years of, well, not more than 14 years. We've had about 14 years of education, so it's time to stop. We need to be doing something with our lives.
It's not so much that. Now, college is very important for a lot of people to actually, like, if you want to be a doctor, obviously, you have to have a college education.
My sister wants to be a nurse, so that's what she's doing.
Yeah, so she's obviously going to have to go through a lot of college, and she's going to have to go through a lot of chemistry. Hopefully, she's okay with doing chemistry.
Oh, my God.
So, but that's one of the
biggest things. She has a cool
thing.
She doesn't have to do that, I don't think, at least not now. So it was very precise. She did anatomy and biology, so she doesn't have to do chemistry because of that. So, well, at least I don't think so. I'll have to ask her, but yeah. That's pretty cool, though. She's getting crap done.
Yeah, so the moral of the story is that,
this gets pounded into our heads way too much.
That's exactly how South Korea is feeling out of this. At least that's what I'm getting out of this article, is that they're saying that they're getting pressured by their friends and their family saying you need to do this in order. It's basically, like if you fail, we're going to denounce you as like part of the family, sort of thing. Like, you don't know.
One of those very strict family things, kind of like in China. Yeah. They have those same kind of things.
You know, like they have a certain like quota, I guess they need to meet. You know what I mean?
It's not that. It's like the stereotypical, well, not stereotypical, but it is the very, very proud dad. You know, or the very, very proud parents. You know, like the highly intelligent.
But think about this.
Highly intelligent parents. You know, that want, you know.
Yeah, but think about this. This is the whole entire country that believes this, not just
which means
not just some families, but all families.
Because they're technologically advanced. I mean, think about it. If it is a country as advanced as that, it's only natural that a lot of people are going to be have a high the whole country probably has a higher IQ level than the average American. You know what I mean? That's what's funny.
And here's a quote from someone that is in South Korea, and they say
that lives there. Yep. As a citizen.
Yeah, citizen of South Korea. And they say, I wake up at about 5:30 a.m. every morning, go to work, and come back home at 11 p.m. at night. At weekends, I get too tired, sleep, or do work I couldn't get done during the week.
Oh my gosh.
And this is a 35-year-old told the Korean Herald, I feel like I have no life here. Which is exactly what we were talking about, Aiden.
Yeah.
They have no leisure time as a country.
That's what I mean by life. Yeah, they can't. So here's what I'm wondering. Why put in the wave clubs and that if they can't do it, you know? They put in all these entertainment places. Like, there's a whole entertainment section of Seoul. But, I mean, I guess it provides jobs for the people that are doing that. But, I mean, the people can't do it. So why are they putting that in there, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
I don't know. It's like they're not being as progressive as they think they are. They think that they're being progressive and like, okay, we're investing in all this brand new technology.
Well, technology they most definitely are, dude. I mean, think about that. They are. They're making huge advances. Huge
advancements. But when they have all this entertainment, they don't have enough people to actually enjoy the entertainment. You know what I mean?
Then they crank out all this K-pop and no one's probably listening to it in their own country. We are eating it like for dinner because we love the freaking stuff, but they can't probably because they're working. So I mean,
yeah, because us Americans have a little bit more time
country in the world, probably
not the laziest. There's more lazier countries, but we're more laid back to the point where we have like set designated time to
relax. Yeah.
And
we eat K-pop up, and yet the people that made the music can't enjoy it. Wow.
Yeah, like they're probably enjoying the music in between working. You know what I mean? Like trying to listen to it in their office. You know, like trying.
Then how do they have time to go to concerts? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, they probably. I mean? That's exactly. They probably don't have time to go to that. They have to watch music videos online.
Well, I mean, every year they have a huge Korean festival, and they have thousands of people show up to the concerts. So maybe they chose to rebel against their parents. I don't know, and say I'm not gonna do work.
I don't know.
There probably are teenagers like that, you know. Like, just like every nation, you know, they probably are.
Yeah, so
this does it say like they're just stressed about the social atmosphere, right? And they feel sick of them being compared to others, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's
competing for better pay, a better house.
Is there anything else that we should cover for this?
Basically,
article?
They feel pressure to have a better house, better education for their children, and stuff like that. I mean, just listen. Here's what they need to understand. Now, I don't consider myself higher because I'm an American. I don't at all. But here's what they need to understand. As long as you love your kids, everything will fall into place, you know?
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Love your kids. They're not loving their... Well, some of them probably aren't loving their kids, you know?
Yeah.
It's more than
or they don't have time to.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have time to play with their own kids.
That's really sad, actually, if you think about it. Wow.
You know, like, when you think of an American family and they're going to enjoy the nice weather, have fun together, they want to go outside and play catch.
Right.
And
Dad, would go out and play catch with me?
Yeah,
and the average American would probably say, yeah, because I have time to.
Yeah, but say you're a South Korean, you probably wouldn't have that time. Can you imagine
an American... They probably don't even make toy balls anymore because they just know that, you know.
Think about it. If a U.S. citizen moves to South Korea and they try to get a job there, they're going to be like...
They're going to get a job, but
the question is they're probably going to be doing the grunt work because here's the thing. They're not going to understand that if they go into the country unknowing of how stiff the competition is.
First off, they have to realize how many hours they're going to work. 70 hours a week.
Yeah, and they're going to realize that there's people that are willing to put in more work. You got to remember that these people grew up with the idea that they should be working their butts off every single day.
These people are dedicated to their work. Let us say that.
Yeah, and
they work their asses off, probably. You know,
so
more than we ever could, probably. So I mean,
and the average American, if they would go to this country, they're probably not going to make it.
They would probably These people must be superhuman, because the average American working that hard, they probably actually die from exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand. Like, these people must be superhuman, because, like, being able to do all that, like, seriously.
Yeah, so the,
I don't know how the brain isn't shut down.
So the, real quick before we move on,
First off, it's insane.
Yeah. For them saying that it's a living hell, that term was coined in 2015, which harks back to the 5-century-long feudal Joseon.
Yeah. Yep.
Joseon? I don't know.
Yeah.
Dynasties.
No, Joseon is
Yeah, that's more like Latino countries.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Joseon. Like, I'm trying to pronounce it the best I can, but you know.
I don't know, but it's a dynasties class system and lampoons a growing inequality between the haves and haves and not haves and.
I thought that said heaps.
Well, I don't think so.
No way. Oh, so there was a survey done.
Okay, so there was a survey before we move on, because this might be important. It says the survey showed that some 54% of them have considered moving abroad, and their favorite destination was Canada at 25.2%.
Canada of all places.
I wouldn't go there because they don't have real bacon. No. No.
Why did you have to take the words out of my mouth? Oh my god.
No one likes Canadian bacon.
No one likes Canada. They're just mean. I'm sorry to you Canadians, but a lot of you guys are mean people. Oh my god. Like, because isn't Canada known for having mean people?
No, actually, no. They're nice people there.
I thought I heard someone say once that Canada's known for being...
No.
Maybe that's just Canadian hockey players.
At least when
Maybe that's just Canadian
when
hockey.
I went there, I went to Niagara Falls. I didn't go very far into Canada.
Yeah.
But,
I'm sorry if I, trip up there. You guys are probably amazing, so you know what?
Well, like when I went to Canada, I wasn't really impressed with the food.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe that's just where I ate. I don't know if Canada has really good food elsewhere. Maybe it's just the tourist destination I was at, because sometimes tourist destinations are kind of like more catered to the audience that is coming in, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe it's not as authentic as it should be.
Yeah.
But
well, I do know one thing. They have a really good law. They've legalized weed. I need to move to Canada.
What, you want weed?
Smoke weed.
Smoke weed every day.
Listen, to be honest, I want to try it once.
Oh my gosh.
Because it's not addictive. Listen, I want to try it once.
It is addictive.
No, it's...
How do you...
What kind of BS... Wait a minute.
Are you...
Well, oh my god, it is, isn't it? Oh, I just forgot, yeah.
Why would you think that they would keep doing it if it's not addictive? Like, and that's a simple thing as saying you love Monster or something, you keep drinking it because you're addicted to it.
Here's the thing. Okay, listen. The thing I find dumb, though, is that they put it in the same list as heroin and meth.
Well, it's not as bad.
No, it's not! They classify it as a Schedule 1 drug, which is bullcrap. It's really Schedule 3, but, like, I'm just... Oh my god. It's not in the same playing field as heroin and all. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
So, the other places, there was also New Zealand, which is interesting, but 21.2%.
New Zealand?
There's Singapore at 8.6%, and Australia at 8.1%.
Australia is amazing.
Yep. I was surprised that none of them wanted to move to, like, a more European or America.
The US.
Yeah.
America, think about it, because our freedoms. Like, seriously.
Yeah, and I did watch, a video on YouTube about people. They were like interviewing people that were in South Korea.
Yeah.
I think the YouTube channel was Asian Boss, but
Asian Boss.
Asian Boss.
I'm a boss in Asia.
So, anyways,
I'm doing my boss stuff in Asia, man.
So, anyways,
Asia's lit.
So, anyways, they were interviewing them. They were interviewing them about like if they wanted to leave the country and stuff and like where they want to go to, and there was like one of the guys, he's like, oh, I want to go to the US because I want he wanted to check out because he said that he was like the American dream sort of thing. He was talking about the American dream.
That's so funny that we have basically said screw the American dream, and yet other countries live by it. Like they love the thought of it. Like
yeah, and the American dream,
that's so funny to me.
I think the American dream involves getting the job you want, getting the home you want, getting the family you want, and
most importantly, God first of all, following what He says,
Yeah,
and because that's what it's based off of. But yeah, like you said,
but then also getting the time to relax with what you've got.
Exactly.
And that's what
in
Korea.
A free country, having the car you want, having the girl you want,
Yeah, and
that's like absolutely everything. Yeah,
and that's what South Korea has bits and pieces of the American dream, but not quite. They're almost there.
That's why it's called the American dream, because you can only really fully get that in America.
Yeah, because that's what we established as early as the 1700s.
Yeah. Hey. Yep.
Yep. So, anyways, I think that's pretty much it for that article.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the only problem I see with them seeing as living hell, the only thing I really agree with them with is, first of all, obviously the anxiousness and anxiety of living only about 200 kilometers from the worst country on earth. You know, the most psycho leader.
Yeah.
And also, I do understand them saying no time for family. That hurts, probably.
And there's a lot of...
their heart.
I mean,
it probably hurts the parents' heart to have to be so strict with them, you know?
I mean, think about it, Aiden. You are getting up for work.
At 5 a.m.
5:30, 5 a.m. or whatever.
Yeah.
And you get moving, you go to work, you come home at, say, like 9 p.m. or something, and you say you have, like, at home work you got to do. You know what I mean? Like, for work, like, you bring it home.
You're not going to want to do it. You're freaking exhausted. First of all.
Yeah, you do that work, you get it done, and then you're like ready to hit the bed. You're just like, boom, fall right down and go to sleep.
Say, hi, Mom, hi, Dad, and like...
You're like, I gotta go. I gotta go up to the room to work on some stuff, you know.
But then you're knocked out probably within like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
you're so freaking exhausted.
Yeah. And then you're up again the next day. I mean, these people are probably worn down. I mean, I complain.
Oh my god.
Think about it. I complain when I have like
only about 5 hours of work week. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's only about like 10 hours total.
But I have like sometimes I'll get like almost 30 hours in the summer.
Yeah.
And
that's a lot, first of all. Yeah,
I mean, you know, I complain when I get 30 hours a week because, you know, I haven't, you know, done a whole lot of 30 hours each week, but
they get 70 to 72. Like 70.
Yeah, these people
believe that.
And, you know, I can understand why they want to leave the country.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Because if they don't do 70 hours, they fail, Aiden. So they can't
in
really...
their lives, yeah, because the government expects it.
Well, it's not so much... I think the people have set that standard.
Yeah, you know, they're really arrogant when it comes to the work, I think. No, is arrogance the right word? Do you think, or is it more just, like, proud? Is arrogant the right word?
I'm not...
That's how they think of themselves.
I don't know, honestly. That's a good question.
I don't know. Yeah. It's just... I don't know. It's just...
So, so we're going to go into the next part of it. We're going to have to split that into part 3. But, anyways...
it's only 23 minutes. I mean, we got
I know, but we're not going to, you know, be able to go in depth in part 2. So we'll start this and then move on into part 3. All right, so South Korea is just... Would you like to do this section, Aiden?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so South Korea is just like any other country, really. They have their own problems as a country and things that they do well. Obviously, technology. Some problems could be too much competition and economic inequality. One of the biggest problems that South Korea faces is the threat of North Korea right next to them. In response to this threat, they have built bomb shelters in the country. The city of Seoul alone has about 3,200 bomb shelters. Wow.
That's a lot, just in one city.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they probably want to make sure they cover all the bases, you know what I mean? So if there's somebody... Say you're in, like, an office building, like a smaller one, there's probably going to be a bomb shelter in there.
Yep.
Just because you don't want to have to go all the way across town to try to find a bomb shelter.
Oh, yeah.
Because you only have so much... They probably have an alert system for, like, if a bomb, you know, they think one's being launched or something.
Oh, my gosh. Well,
I mean, think about...
more along the lines of an ICBM now, but...
Aiden, they probably have...
missile.
I mean, Aiden, they probably have barely any time to take shelter because they're right next door to North Korea. Did you know that
Seoul is one of the most populated cities on Earth?
Yeah, and that's why...
How many people live in New York City?
I don't know. I don't have the numbers, but...
I don't think it's as much as Seoul. Anyway, though, that was funny. You said have all the bases covered. Never mind.
All right, so...
We got puns for days.
Yeah.
Puns for days, man! Alright, so... Oh, God. This is from HuffPost. Oh, my God.
What's wrong?
They're like the Babylon Bee.
Well,
seriously.
we're going over, you know, just... We're not going any political stuff.
Why did you choose HuffPost?
We're just going over some, you know, bomb stuff. We're not talking about any political
Jared,
stuff.
You're gonna get us on the FBI watch list. Watch what you say. We're getting into some bomb stuff.
We're gonna, you know, go into how to build a bomb.
How to build it.
Stay tuned for next week. Explosive. We're gonna actually show you how to blow up a building.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yeah, that was
anyway,
loud.
Though, well,
all right. So, anyways,
but it fits. So you know what?
But it fits. All right. Anyways, keep going, Aiden.
Okay, so in Seoul, confusion and apathy surround cities. 3,200 bomb shelters. And this quote says, "I'm not worried about North Korea at all." And American battalion in South Korea says, "Well, of course, because you're American and your military is freaking powerful."
I also want to mention something.
Yes, John, please do mention
on the lines of the Seoul residents. I did see. I was also reading that article more, and it was talking about how they don't really worry about North Korea as we would.
Yeah.
And that's weird to think about it, because they're right next to that country.
And plus, we're the most technologically developed military on Earth. Not all technologically developed nation in general,
yet we're more worried about them than...
Yeah. We have enough firepower to blow up the world 7 times over, and yet we're the ones that are worried? Are you serious?
Yeah, and the thing is, South Korea does not want to take military action against North Korea.
Just kind of
the leader said we want to avoid any military conflict as much as we can.
Yeah.
But they need to realize something, that the U.S. is there to back them up.
Yeah.
So if there was something to happen,
which I think
an
that's
altercation,
why which I think is why they're not as worried, because they know that we're backing them up. Do you think that's why? Because they know that we're the most powerful military on Earth. So if the South Koreans know, hey, if you touch us, the U.S. touches you, and that's not going to be good for you guys.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe that's the biggest reason why he said that. I don't know, but
that's a good thought right there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was the current leader of the country said we're going to avoid any military conflict as we can with North Korea.
Which is good. They're trying to be peaceful.
Yeah, which is good. And I think the U.S. should, follow suit. But
Trump making all these. Oh my God.
Anyways. Yeah, so I think that's important, but, so anyways, continuing.
So Seoul, they attacked the door. What they mean is that they put up signs where the bomb shelters are, so that's what that is.
Yeah, so people will know, like, in a panic situation where it was at. So I don't know if you wanted to go over
the whole article.
Whole article, maybe there's some little things.
Yeah, it says that they attacked white red signs bearing the word shelter in Korean, Chinese, interestingly enough, and English. The panels just direct residents to one of the South Korean capitals. 3,200 emergency bomb shelters show North Korea a mere 35 miles away. Wow. Decided to launch any of its conventional artillery southward. Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow. There's one more thing. 74% of Seoul's residents aren't sure where their nearest bomb shelter is. Which is kind of, that's not good.
Yeah, that's kind of like, in schools how they teach you, okay, we need to, if there's a person, an active shooter coming into the school,
you need to say that, okay.
Not a bomb.
No,
that's not the general
I was
concern.
referring to back on the Cold War days.
Oh.
When they would hide under the desks and they would have drills.
Yeah, they would have drills. They know exactly how to duck down. It was called duck and cover.
Yep, that's exactly what it was called. Yep.
And they knew exactly what the drill was, but North Koreans, South Koreans. South Koreans.
North Koreans are the ones launching it, dude.
Yeah, I misspoke.
I'm just kidding.
Excuse me. South Korea, they need to know that.
Yeah.
Where their bomb shelter is. I mean, that should be a necessity.
They know.
And the thing is, they're the highest.
They don't even know an evacuation plan. They don't even know the evacuation plan. Like, seriously.
And the thing is, it's weird because they're the highest education in the world, and yet they don't know where their own.
And the highest healthcare, actually, if you didn't know that.
Yeah, and yet they don't know where their nearest bomb shelter
is. What the fudge? Well, probably again because of the work they have to do. They're not concerned with that at all.
Yeah. So, anyways,
they should have a day though, like to really just talk about it, Mm-hmm. Like seriously.
All right, so
so this is your boss speaking. Just wanted to reiterate, you should know your bomb shelter plan. Know where it is. Just it takes like 10 seconds. Mm-hmm. All they have to say is know your bomb shelter plan and know your evacuation plan. That's all you have to say.
Yep.
It'll take like 25 seconds at most.
All right, so we're gonna move on to part three. So we will continue talking about bombs and bomb shelters.
Well, yeah. And I actually think that kind of wrapped that up. I think.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
but
we'll see.
Anyways, so check us out in part 3.
Yep.
See you guys.
See ya.